Check your bank account in the corner to make sure you can afford her dinner. She wants a winner. She's gonna like Chad and Tyrone, and you will be forced to be a bitch your whole fucking life. Of course you're gonna go and watch porn and jerk off. You're fucking bored. I knew better, but I stayed with that girl. You're afraid to lose your goddamn hoes? They're with somebody else right now. You're not called to be somebody who asks for help. You're called to be the savior. Why don't you do it? What's up, Wavy Gang? Wavy Drew, I'm back with another video. Before I get into today's conversation, follow my socials. I'm gonna leave it right here. Y'all know that my username is the same for all of my media, so follow, like, comment, subscribe. I also have a link in the description where you guys can get a one-on-one consultation call where we talk all things fitness, we talk all things mindset, we talk all things dating. We just talk getting on the right path for guys, all right? So y'all check that out. I just finished a leg day right now, and as I'm squatting, as I'm on my 8th set, my 9th set, you know, I just noticed that my mind just keeps finding all these excuses to stop. My mind keeps telling me to use the restroom. My mind keeps saying, oh, we gotta throw up, or my head hurts, or oh, we gotta stop. You know, your mind is not your friend. Your mind is your enemy. Your mind is that thing that you're always constantly battling. And throughout that 9th set, when I was racking the weight, my mind told me that I can't do this. I can't do another one. No spotters, you know, maybe you would help. Maybe we could even set up the racks and we could do something with that so we feel a little more safety. My mind was just finding all these reasons to stop me from being the best me. The truth is, I know I can do a 10th set. I know I can do it. My heart knows I can do it. But my brain, my mind is telling me to do all these other things, to take an Instagram video, talk about the way you're feeling. It's just finding every single excuse except to go out and do the work. But you have to recognize this. To recognize that there's two versions of you. There's a spiritual battle that's going on at all times within your soul. Every chance that you get, every decision that you make throughout your day, whether it's something as stupid as a squat, whether it's something as dumb as waking up at 4 in the morning, going to the gym, not going to the gym today, what you put in your mouth, what you don't put in your mouth. Should I go to In-N-Out today? Should I not go to In-N-Out and just sleep and starve because I didn't eat the proper nutrients before I went to bed? All these decisions are doing two things to you. You're either feeding your bitch or you're feeding the version of you that you want to be. You're either feeding the winner version of you or you're feeding the bitch version of you. Every decision that you make, it is a conscious battle between what one do you want to win. Do you want the winner in you to finally show and become that person to where you can get rewarded in real life? Or do you want the bitch version of you to win, to come to the light, to show who he really is? Because there's two versions of you and you don't even fucking know this. You just think you're going through life, la-di-da-di-da. No, there is two versions of you. Most of the time you guys are feeding the bitch version of you. You guys don't even realize this. What is the winner version? What does the bitch version look like? The winner version is that cool uncle, that cool dad that you want to be like. The dad that all the moms want to get down on and fuck, right? That's the cool version of you. The dad and the uncle who pulls up to the games and now the nephew or the son, he wants to show out. Now he has to score a touchdown or score a goal or hit a home run because he's there. And they are inspired by him. He pulls up to the party and he's able to go on the jumper and play with all the kids and have a good time. And the kids are on his back and he's throwing them. While all the other dads who decided to feed their bitch growing up get to watch that man be the guy who is the guy that everybody wishes they were. While you have the bitch side of you. What does the bitch side of you look like? The bitch side of you is the deadbeat father. The bitch side of you is the uncle who never shows up to any of the family events. He's a drunk, he's a coward, he's a loser. That's the bitch version of you. The version that nobody wants to be around. The version that nobody has any questions or inspiration coming from that uncle. Coming from that dad. That's the bitch version of you. What path are you going to be led on? And how do I feed the winner version of you? Am I even winning? Am I losing? Drew, help me. Where am I? I'm gonna tell you where. And it's so important, it's so pivotal that you pay attention to the words that I'm going to say, to the game I'm going to speak, because if you don't decide which one you want to choose, one will take over. One will take over. If you don't conquer yourself, the bitch version of you will kill the other one. And you will be forced to be a bitch your whole fucking life. So listen to what I'm saying and listen very closely. Okay? The first thing that we have to do is we have to force ourselves into a position to win. How do we do that? By building habits. By building habits, you got to force the habits into your system to where you're unconsciously, the same way you unconsciously breathe, the same way you unconsciously do all these bad things for you without even knowing that they're bad for you, without even thinking about it. You now have to switch in your brain to build good habits, to build positive habits. What's an example of this? The phases throughout your day: morning, midday, night. These are the 3 phases of your life that you need to force yourself to level up. Force yourself day in and day out, day in and day out, until you drill it in your head that this is what we're gonna do. No matter what, I will be a winner. No matter what, you give it some time, I will be a winner because I'm doing the daily actions. I'm checking off the daily habits. I am winning the daily tiny battles every single day. For an example, mornings, right? 4:30 in the morning, getting up early. This is one of the best things that you could do for yourself. Why is this one of the best things that you could do for yourself? Because now you're forcing getting up early, putting your phone, putting it on the other side of the room, putting it in the room next to you, and turning your alarm on, and now you have to get out of bed to stop it. Now you're forced to propel outside of your bed to go pick up your phone, and by the time you already turn off your alarm, you're already out of bed. You might as well keep going. That's what I mean by forcing yourself in a positive habit, forcing yourself in the position to win, because now you're up. You force yourself, you force yourself to be up. Your mind is so smart. Your mind is so fucking smart. If you force yourself to do something like that, now you naturally already adapted to what's going on because you outsmarted your brain and you use it to your advantage. Now you're up in the morning. Now what do? Now we can go to the gym. Now we have so much time. If we were to sit there and do nothing, we would be bored as fuck. So now we have time. Now we're gonna go to the gym. 2 hours, an hour 30 in the gym. Now you woke up early, you set yourself up ahead of the curve, you force more time in your day. Now you went to the gym, you already did something 99% of the population isn't going to do, and you did it before everybody even rolled out of bed. 3, now you have time to go home. Now you have time to do research. Now you have time to work on your business. Now you have time to take care of your kids. Now you have time to hang out with your wife, take care of your girlfriend, catch up on bills, catch up on emails, whatever you have to do that you felt like, oh, I wake up and I don't have enough time throughout the day. Oh, I wake up and things aren't really going my way. I wish things were going my way. Now you have time. You forced yourself to get in a position to where you could win. So you just checked off 3 things on your box before you even get to your 9 to 5. Before you even got to your job, you already won the day. That's what I mean by forcing yourself in a position to do it. And if you're sitting there thinking like, oh, that's too hard, I don't know if I can do that, Drew. That seems very complicated. I'm not wavy like that. That's so hard for me to fucking do. Just fucking try something. Try something for once in your life. Try getting up early. One day, one time out of 365 days of the year. I've been alive for 24 fucking years. And you're telling me that you can't one day try something different out of your whole miserable fucking life of doing the same thing over and over and over again. You can't try one day. If one day is too hard for you, you have a much rooted deeper problem than just, oh, let me watch this video and try and solve a solution to my life. No, that's not how this works. If you can't wake up one day, if you can't try one time, what is the point of living? What is the point of anything if you can't try? If you can't put effort into anything in your goddamn life, you're going to be stuck forever. Forever you're going to be stuck in the position that you are in. And you're going to have to be satisfied with that. You're going to have to be satisfied with your girlfriend and your wife and your kids leaving you because you can't get it together. You're going to have to be satisfied playing video games and hanging out with younger guys when you're 40 and 50 years old. You're going to have to be satisfied when you're on your deathbed and you're looking back in your life and you're like, I never went on vacation. I never seen this place. I never, my wife left me and I went through a midlife crisis. I got a face tat and now I look fucking retarded and nobody's here to watch me as I pass because you were too lazy to get up and try once. All you have to do is try one time. Just try something, switch it up one time. Shock your body one time. Shock your mind one time and just see how it feels. See how much better you felt because you tried just once. So you're up early and you shot out of a fucking rocket. You took off before everybody even woke up. You did the things that you're supposed to do. Now you have some extra time to just sit there and reflect. You have enough time to sit there and be like, wow, I haven't done this for years. Silence. My wife isn't up yet. I have silence. I haven't done this in so long. It feels so nice. You could step outside after the gym and just feel if the sun's out, if it's not. It just feels refreshing to be at that time. And you could just sit down and be like, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed that I get to wake up. I'm so blessed that I live this life that I live. I'm so blessed that I have the people who love me still to this day, if they're still there. You can sit there and you can reflect and you can prepare. You can say, I like this feeling. I want to continue this feeling. I want to keep trying. And you're only gonna find that out if you just try one time. So now that you have the morning good, You did your morning prayer. You took care of everything that you needed to do in the morning. Now we can get to the daytime. Now it's go time. Now it's action. We go to our 9 to 5. We have all this energy. We feel confident because we did more than everybody else already did. People are talking about, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm fucking had a terrible morning. Oh, I just woke up. Oh, I'm late. Oh my gosh, I still have to go to the gym. And you're sitting there thinking, I already did everything you're thinking about doing. I already fucking finished. Your day is just starting. My day is already over. You just gave yourself an extra 5 hours before everybody else even thought about catching up to you. In a race, if I'm ahead of you and you give me a head start, you're not catching up. So because you got up early, now you're ahead of the curve. So your time, your extra time that you have, that was forced upon you because you made one decision earlier, because you made one decision at night. You told yourself you're gonna wake up early and you forced yourself in that position. So that inner bitch has no opportunity to see the light. It doesn't even have a chance to see it. No matter how hard it wants to come out, you're fighting it. You're not even allowing it. You're not even, mentally you would allow it. If you were on your regular schedule, yes, the bitch would come out, do this, do that, and fuck up your day. But you didn't even allow it to get to that point because you set a habit in place that forces you to stay in the light, that forces you to be conscious and keep your winning version of you ahead of the curve. You found a way to use your free time to work for you. And now it's nighttime. The key to nighttime is preparing for tomorrow, today. Tonight, I'm going to prepare for tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to send my emails. Tonight, I'm going to send my last messages early. Tonight, I'm going to set my phone on the other side of the room again, and I'm going to prepare to win tomorrow now. And we can start all over again, and we can keep going. Just one more day. Just one more time. That's all you have to tell yourself. Just one more chance, and you keep winning every single fucking day. And I know the urges. I understand the urges. I want to be up on the phone with my girl. This girl that I'm talking to, we just started talking. She likes to go to sleep on the phone. Sit with yourself and ask, do I want to be on the phone with this baddie? Do I want to chase this girl? Or do I want to sleep right now and get ready to crush the competition tomorrow so that I can take their bitch, who is way better than the girl you're trying to chase? Ask yourself that question. Because are you in high school? Is this girl your wife? No? You think so? Okay, if you think so, then why isn't she living with you? Why aren't you guys living in a space together? Why isn't she understanding and supportive of where you're trying to go in life? And why is she even allowing you to sit here and have this conversation with her so late at night? A smart woman, a supportive woman would understand the fact that you're trying to go somewhere in life, so she's gonna let you sleep no matter what. Smart woman isn't going to allow the man that she truly loves to go down a hill, down a slope like that. She's gonna understand that you need to go to sleep, so I'm gonna let you go to sleep. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to sleep with you. We're gonna go to sleep at the same damn time, and I'm gonna support you. You're gonna get up early. I might not get up that early, but I'm gonna text you as soon as I get up, and I'm proud of what you're doing. Bye. That's what a real woman would do. If she's not doing that, then she doesn't give a fuck about you. She just likes who you are in the moment. But if you keep going down the path that you're going down right now, your bitch is going to come out. Your bitch is going to fully take over who you are in the moment. And she's not gonna like the bitch version of you. She's not gonna like that bitch version of you. She's gonna like Chad and Tyrone because they decided to win at an early age and now they're still winning right now. She wants a winner. No girl wants a loser. And if it's your decision to stay up with her, if you're the one calling, if you're the one nagging, if you're the one trying to keep her up, say, I want to do this, then you're a fucking idiot. And you do not deserve the fruits of this world. You do not deserve the rewards of this world. Because what you're telling me is that you don't give a fuck. You're willing to be on the phone with a 6 or a 7 out of 10. You're willing to give up ground in your life to be on the phone for an hour with somebody who's not even truly worth your time. You wanna know what's an actual dumb idea? When you wanna buy her a ring and you can't afford it. When her birthday comes and you have to check your bank account in the corner to make sure that you can afford her dinner and her friend's dinner and her mom's dinner and your parents' dinner. Whoever's there, you have to check your bank account to make sure that you could barely scrape by and pay for whatever meal that she wanted for her birthday. When you blew all your savings trying to front it to her on this vacation that you took her on, and now fun vacation comes your way, and you have an opportunity to go out with the boys, you have an opportunity to go out with your brother, or do something fun. You blew through all your funds, so now you can't even go enjoy yourself and be yourself out with a different group of people because you spent all your fucking money, and now you're watching your friends and your brother and your relatives and whoever else wanted to see you and have a good time and have a good life experience. You're gonna sit there and watch them through Instagram stories live their best time, live their best life, while you're sitting there wishing, damn, I wish that was me. That's when you're gonna feel like an idiot. And when you dig yourself in a hole and now you're trying to call your work, trying to take every extra shift, trying to take every extra overtime because you can't afford to live the life that you wanna live anymore. Or you can't even stay afloat in the life that you have now. If she's really worth it, okay, I understand. But keep this in mind. This is your one life. This is not a game. You only have one of these, one opportunity, one life, and you're willing to put her feelings and some other girl's emotions over your life, over your feelings, over your emotions, over your goals and your dreams and your one opportunity to take a shot in the dark and make something out of yourself. You're gonna put her feelings over yourself as a priority. What you're saying to me and how I'm viewing that is you're saying to yourself that you're not worth it, that she's worth more than your potential legacy. And most of the time, y'all don't even know who these women really are. You don't really know this girl until it's too fucking late. And once you understand how building a routine and building a habit and forcing yourself into the position of conquering your bitch, now it's time to understand the fundamentals of how things work. You have your habits, and now you need to increase your knowledge on what is really going on so you have a better understanding, a better logical reasoning as to why you should keep going. Because a lot of the times, a lot of guys don't even really think. They just move. They don't really consider the fact that there's more going on under the surface. There's more that you need to understand. There's more reasoning as to why you should even be fucking trying. You need to understand the truth about reality. You need to change the way that you think. You need to wake up out of bed and remind yourself that I am so grateful that God woke me up, gave me another opportunity to get out and shine. I'm so grateful that I get to wake up and I get to go make money and I get to support for the people I love. I get to support for myself. I get to go out and eat every now and then, and I get to get up and I get to grind. I'm so grateful for the struggle position that I'm in right now because I get to grind. I'm so grateful that I seen this video because now I understand that I need to go harder. You need to change your mindset about things. You need to stop looking at things as a negative thing and switch everything that's negative into a positive. Once you start looking at life as more of a positive, then things will start to change. Life will no longer seem so stressful. Life will no longer seem so serious because everything that's meant to break you down is now a positive thing. You have to be grateful for the fact that you're even alive right now, that you even have the opportunity to try, because that is important. Gratitude isn't some corny affirmation. It's fuel for your fire. And the second that you stop being grateful for the little things, that's when you feel like you deserve the bigger things. That's not how it works. Once you know how to handle the little things, once you're grateful for the little things, then you'll be capable of maintaining the larger aspects of life. This even happens for me too. For me, making YouTube videos is hard. Scripting a YouTube video and making it every single day and the editing, this shit is fucking tough. But at the same time, it's just a fucking video. What would I rather be doing with my life when I get the opportunity to get up and just film for a living, coach and fix lives for a living? What a blessing. I would much rather struggle and grind doing this than doing anything else. I get to do what I love for the rest of my life and get paid for it. I'm going to be a millionaire off of this type of work. What a blessing. Compared to if I were to just say like, oh, making videos is hard, bro. This shit is fucking difficult. I can't keep doing this. Like my eye hurts. I have to get up early. I'm tired. And sometimes I have to stay up to edit videos and my screen is so small. I wish I had a bed. I could complain about every little thing, but I choose to look at the positives over the negative in everything, in every aspect of my life, because I'm so blessed. Life is so great. It's amazing outside right now. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world but here right now doing what I'm doing. God has blessed me. And I understand this and I realize this and I accept this. And it excels me, it forces me, and it makes me want to work even harder. These laws of the universe, they only work if you learn how to make them work for you. That's how it works. Make these motherfuckers work for you. Energy. Energy is another law. This is another important thing. Energy is real. Energy is a real thing. What you speak, you are literally releasing energy. When you work out and you're exerting something, that is energy. That is force coming out. Your thoughts, that is energy. So if you sit here and you're working hard in the gym and you're thinking about your future and you're speaking it into existence, you are literally creating the future that you want. And I know you hear this shit all the time. Oh my gosh, like I hear this. Meditating and manifestation, it never works. You want to know why it doesn't work? It's because you lack God. You need God in your life, because you can manifest and you could have this reality here and you could be looking at it like it's a mirror, but how am I going to step into that reality? You get it from God. You get it from having faith that He is going to bring you there. He's going to build a path for you. If you're working hard for it and you're praying on it, it's within God's plan with you, it's within His commandments and His laws for you, then you will be able to step into that. He will use His divine intervention and sprinkle it and split mountains so that you can go into the future that you see within your head. You have to clear your thoughts and only focus like a tunnel vision on the thing that you want. No distractions, no outside noise, no sinning, nothing. Just the manifestation that I have at the end of the tunnel and the faith that the tunnel will lead there through God. If you're smart, you would understand that you have a piece of God within you. You literally carry a piece of God within your soul. So that being said, there is nothing that you're not capable of. If you clear your mind, and like I said, if you have that tunnel vision, you can literally have anything you want. Because you have a part of Him within you. It even says it. He gives you a part. You have a part called the Holy Spirit, and it is within you. And billionaires know this, and very smart people understand this, that you have it within you. So if you learn how to use this power for the better in the world and for your betterment and with a true good purpose, then you could have everything you want. God moves mountains, He splits waters. You serve a God that raises people from the dead. No limits. And if there's no limits coming from Him and He gave a part of you in you, that means you have no limits as well. Another thing that I really want to clarify on too is the two wolves that you have inside of you. This analogy is great. I love using this analogy. You have two wolves that are constantly at battle. And you're sitting there wondering which one's gonna win, because they're even in size, they look the same color, same fang size, same length, same width, and they look evenly matched. And you sit there and you think, oh cool, which one of these wolves are gonna win? Well, I'll tell you which one of these wolves are gonna win. It's the wolf that you feed. So within your spirit, within your mind, you have two wolves. You have the winning wolf and you have the bitch wolf. With every chance that you get, what wolf are you going to feed? What wolf is going to win depends on the decisions that you make throughout your day. Waking up early, winning wolf. Okay, now he has a pound on the bitch wolf. Now his odds of winning are way higher. Now his odds of winning are a pound more. If you know how important weight is, you understand how much weight that he needs to win. So you gotta keep compounding wins throughout your day to feed the positive wolf, to feed the winning wolf, so that he can triumph against the negative wolf, against the bitch wolf. And the thing about this is that they reset every day. Every single day, your body is trying to bring you back to who you're supposed to be. The original version of you, the version of you that's comfortable. Your mind loves to be comfortable. It doesn't want stress. So it's always trying to bring you back to that bitch version of you. It's always trying to give that bitch wolf an advantage. And if anything, it does have the advantage, because if you don't do anything all day, that bitch wolf is going to be 30 pounds bigger than the winning wolf. And guess what? The bitch wolf is going to eat that other wolf. And then you restart the next day and the next day and the next. So every day is a constant battle to win. Every day you need the winning wolf to win. Every single day. You need the winning wolf to win every single day. You need that one to eat the other one, so that you can compound your wins and you can every single day progress 1% better. Every single day. 1% every single day in a year is 365% better. What if you right now are 365% better? Do you even know what that would look like? Mentally, physically, spiritually. What would that look like if your bank account, do the math, what is 365% better than your bank account right now? And you're gonna tell me that every 1% win wasn't a good idea? So this is the understanding how the world works so that you can conquer that inner bitch. All this stuff matters. All this stuff matters. Another one that matters is doing what you say you're gonna do. If you say you're gonna wake up early, you have to do it. You have to do it. If you say you're gonna rich, you have to do it. If you say you're gonna be rich, you have to do it. You have to do it. If you say you're gonna make content every day, you have to do it. There is no other opportunity. You have to do what you say you're gonna do. Because if you do, then you're tricking your brain into thinking that no matter what this guy says, we literally have to do it. He's been doing this every day for years now. So if he says he's gonna go jump off a cliff and fucking fly, but every day for the past 10 years, every time you said you're gonna do something, without a doubt, without a second thought, without a moment of not doing it. You did it every single day. You tricked your brain into saying, whatever I spell out happens. I get it done no matter what. So now your brain is, I don't want to tell you guys to go do this, but the odds are, I swear, you would probably survive or you would fly. It'd be one of the two, because you tricked your brain into thinking that we can do anything. Please don't go do this. But do you understand what I'm saying? If you tell yourself, I'm not gonna nut anymore, I'm gonna stay celibate, I'm gonna reuse my energy, I'm not gonna jerk off anymore, I'm gonna reuse my energy every single day, then you gotta do it. You can't keep jerking off. If you keep jerking off, then what you're telling yourself, not only are you telling yourself that you can't listen to yourself and that everything you say, we might do, we might not, and you're lying to yourself, you're telling your brain that you're a liar, but every time you nut, you're also telling your body that I'm doing the one thing that it was put on this planet to do, which is reproduce. So when you sit there and you nut and you have that feeling, it's just, and you're relaxed, and you're literally tricking your brain into thinking that it's doing a good job. It's doing the best job ever. You're tricking your brain into thinking like, whatever I'm doing right now is working. We're getting pussy and we're reproducing and we're having kids. Job well done. But your brain doesn't know that you're just fucking using your hand and watching porn to get off. You guys have to stop this, because you're tricking your brain. You should not be doing that. You need to use your brain. You need to use your body to your advantage. If you stop nutting, if you stop jerking off, if you stop watching porn, guess what? Now your body thinks that it's doing something wrong. Because now we're gonna force our brain into thinking like, oh shit, something's wrong. What's wrong? Is her teeth not wide enough? Let's make her teeth wider. Is her skin not looking good enough? Do we need to get more handsome? Do we need to get more attractive? Let's fix the acne. Let's release the stress. Let's figure out what we have to do. Let's boost his testosterone. Let's make him bigger. Let's make him stronger. Let's make him smarter. Until we get what we want. Your brain is so fucking smart. Your body is so smart. Use it to your advantage. Use the laws to your advantage. You need this knowledge, because you need all of this to fight back against your inner bitch. Your inner bitch is just as smart. Your inner bitch is just as conniving. It's so smart that you don't even realize you're a bitch right now. Now, lastly, we have the work. You have the understanding of what's really going on within you. Now we have the work. This is the very crucial part, because you could have the knowledge all you want, but if there's no implementation, it doesn't fucking matter. You're just a smart loser. I would argue that it's even worse than not understanding what's going on, because you know that you should be doing more, but you don't. And that makes you even more of a loser that was so gay. That makes you even more of a loser than not understanding. At least the guy who doesn't understand is dumb and he doesn't even know it. You're dumb and you know it. You're so dumb that you know you should change and you won't, because you're too fucking lazy. I would argue that that's even worse. Sitting there and you're taking in my advice, right? And you're filling up your calendar with things to do and you're looking, I have no fucking time. My Monday's booked up, my Tuesday's booked up, my Wednesday's booked up. I have no real time till maybe the weekend, and even that, I have a lot of other things that I need to do. I need to film content. You know, Drew, I'm busy. I miss my old life. What do you miss? What would you rather do? Would I rather sit down and watch TV and play video games and jerk off and do all this and hang out and smoke weed with the homies instead of just sitting here and building client portfolios and changing somebody's lives? You would rather watch TV than work on your business? That's what you want to do with your life? You're gonna tell me that that's better than the other thing? Watching TV is better than making money, working on your business, and helping others and changing their lives. Watching a made-up person who's getting paid for you to watch them, by the way. Watching a made-up person live an amazing scenario, live a dope-ass life while you're sitting on the couch, not even enjoying your own life. I would much rather be working. I would much rather be busy doing something that's actually progressive than sit around and watch TV and jerk off. That's just me, though. I don't understand how you could see that the other one is better than the other one. You're a grown-up. Watching TV does not make you feel better. It makes you tired. It makes you stupid. Sit around all day texting hoes, finding hoes to text in a DM, calling random bitches, trying to get a hold of them, and they just look at your Instagram profile and you're just a mystery. You're just a nobody. You're sitting out here chasing pussy when little do you know, if you go out and you work on yourself and you become a success, you don't even need to be extravagantly famous. You don't even need to be extravagantly rich. You just need to be somewhat. You just need to have a little bit of somewhat money. You just need to have a little bit of somewhat clout. You don't even need to have anything crazy. If you just worked on yourself a little bit, these women will come chasing you. But you're too lazy to even take that risk. That sounds too good to be true, huh? It sounds too good to be true that the women you're trying to find on Instagram, the women that you're sending your friends saying, oh my God, she's so bad. The women with 50 to 100K Instagram followers that you feel like you have no shot at, you have a shot at her. You just need to go on your grind and get on your shit. I promise you these bitches will hit you up. You're playing the whole game backwards. Chasing, then attracted, and that's your fucking problem. The only thing that you attract from chasing is regret. You need to stay busy, you need to keep working, because when you're chilling and you're doing nothing and you're bored, a bored mind, an idle mind is a devil's playground. Let me say that again, an idle mind is the devil's playground. When you're doing nothing after work and you're just sitting there, of course you're gonna go and watch porn and jerk off. Of course there's nothing to do. You're fucking bored. It's hard to resist and fight urges when you're bored and your day is not busy. You're gonna wanna watch TV. You're gonna wanna cook some popcorn and call your favorite bitch over. You're gonna wanna do that because you're bored. You have nothing that drives you. You have no creativity. You have no business that you really like and you really enjoy doing. You have no good gym habits. You have nothing going for you. So of course you're gonna go and you're gonna fall into temptations. The devil's just swinging on swings while you're sitting there like Patrick Star, just staring at the wall. Of course he's gonna go in there and have a fucking ball in your brain. Of course he's gonna tell you to do anything and you're gonna fall for it. Anything seems like a better idea than doing nothing. Getting out and, of course, lusting over a girl on Instagram and liking and going on the chat cam girls and sending them $100 seems like a way better fucking idea than just sitting there and doing nothing. When I was in LA and I was stealing and I was lying and I was fighting and I was sinning, I lost who I was. I strayed from my program. I couldn't even recognize myself because I let the bitch crawl back into the light and take over my life. I knew better, but I stayed with that girl. I knew better, but I kept waking up late. I knew better, but I kept sinning. I knew better, but I kept trying to figure out a way doing the wrong things. And I kid you not, it almost took over. I kid you not, it almost killed me in the process. Deciding to close that chapter on my life and leaving him in that LA high-rise apartment, the bitch version of me in that LA high-rise apartment was the best thing I decided to do. When I closed that door and I packed all my shit and I left and I felt him still in the corner of that apartment where I left him, fat, balding, eviction letter in his hand, a lost soul. I left him there, and that was one of the greatest feelings that I ever had. I had shut the door on that bitch in me, and I had left him there, and I still feel him sometimes. Like I'm looking in the mirror and he's looking back at me. I still see him every day, like he's waving high, just waiting for the opportunity to come back and take over, to come back and take over this body, to come back and show everybody that he's still here, he's still alive. He's just waiting for the opportunity for me to fall off and for me to forget how far I came and just come back into the light. But I'm trying to tell you right now that I'm never letting you back into my life. I'm telling you right now, you can die in that apartment that I left you in, because this version of me is here to stay, and I will do everything I can every single day to make sure that my winning version of me eats you once a fucking day for the rest of my goddamn life till they bury me in the fucking grave. Because the average human experience of life is so short. 70 years. In 100, everybody you know, younger than you, older you, will be gone. Everybody you aspire to be like, everybody you look up to, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite Instagram influencer, everybody will be gone like it never even mattered. Do you know anybody from 100 years ago? Ask yourself right now, do you know anybody from 100 years ago? Do you know anybody besides your great-grandma or your grandma? What do you think is going to happen to you? Not only do you have 70 years, but the first 18 to around 20 years, you're still a kid. You still have to turn in homework every single day. So realistically, you only have like 30 to 40 years to live out your fullest life. That's not a lot of time. And half the time, you're still trying to figure out how to even get to the point of success, to get to the point to where you can enjoy your life. That's maybe 10, 12 years you have of truly getting life's fruits. Are you hearing me? 10 to 12 years is all you get out of this one life. And then by the end of that, you're already 40. You know, everybody you know already has a family. Everybody's ducked off doing their own thing, a house, kids. You're too old to even be on social media at that time. They're gonna call you they're gonna call you an old head. They're gonna crucify you on social media. So now you're stuck in this position to where, damn, I really, really wish I did what I should have done. But you're not there yet, you're here. You still have some time. You still have, even if you're at the age, you still have some time to live life to your fullest. Because your mistake is that you're sitting here and you're worried about how other people might judge you. You're scared to show the world who you really are. You're scared of the opinions of other people who, like I said, will be gone, forgotten in the wind. You're scared to show people your current lifestyle right now, how you might be unintelligent, how you might be skinny, how you might be a failure, how you might be broke, how you might be staying with your mom. You're too afraid and you're waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment never comes. You have to win wounded, or worse, you have what it takes. And every morning that you wake up, you hear a faint knock at the door. And you know exactly what that knock means. That faint knock that's calling you to be who you're supposed to be. It's calling you saying, hello, I see you. What are you waiting for? I'm calling you to be more. I'm calling you to see more. I'm calling you to speak to more. I'm not satisfied with where you're at, so let me in so we can have a chat. Open the door so you can walk out and you can step into the new position that you're supposed to be in. But you never open that door because you're too afraid of other people's opinions. You're too afraid of what other people will think of you when the greatest version of you is on the other side of that door, but you refuse to open it. You refuse to turn the knob on it when you know that the other side is so sweet and you hear it and you crave it, but you don't do it. Why don't you do it? Worried about the opinions of other people that you haven't seen in years? Worried about what your friend will think of you, what your aunt will think of you? Hit them up right now and ask them for some money. Hit them up right now and ask them to pay your bills. Are they gonna pay your fucking bills? Or are they going to sit there and say, I'm so sorry, I love you, but I'm struggling myself. I need a savior myself. So they're okay to sit there and watch you suffer, watch you drown, watch you go through everything that you're going to go through right now, homeless, poverty, struggling. And they're gonna sit there and watch. And they're gonna feel sorry for you, but they're not gonna do anything about it. You have to take responsibility for your life and you have to do something. You must open the door and you must step into that version of you that no longer needs help. And you must step into that version of you that can give back to those people. You're not called to be somebody who asks for help. You're called to be the savior. So if it's not that, then what is it? Your hoes? You're afraid to lose your goddamn hoes? Your 7s and 6s? They're with somebody else right now. Other people are holding you back from opening that door. The true version of you is on the other side and he's knocking and he's there every single morning and he's waiting for you to be the person that you've been called to be by God. The version of you that is unstoppable, the undeniable version of you is one doorknob away. Wavy Drew, please like, comment, subscribe. I have the link in my bio for a one-on-one consultation. Work with me and we can figure out how to get through this because it's the mindset that's going to take you to that next level. It's the understanding of what's going on that's going to take you to the next level. Conquer your bitch. I'm out.